Hi, this is Balachandra Pichai. I'm an event manager by passion and profession. So we'll be continue with this journey of experience marketing. Today, I'm going to be talking about revealing step by step, the 5 steps of experience marketing. So today, we are going to be talking about the first step. So every day, I'm going to be revealing one, step, and these 5 steps is basically an acronym. So I'm going to be talking about the first letter, that is S. Okay, so what is S in the 5 steps of experience marketing? The first letter S stands for success stories. So S stands for success stories. S stands for social media, or S stands for shout out loud. So basically what you need to do is capture real life experience of your customers' successes, okay, convert that into stories and share it in the social media. So share a success story is the first step. Why stories? Why not just a product benefit and product features and all that? Okay, there are 2 ways of marketing or selling or convincing your customers. One is by talking about product features, benefits, technology and stuff like that. The second way is talking about what solution it is going to give, or maybe a story. So when you talk about a product feature or an technology or product statistics, what happens is you do not have too much of a customer connection. Okay, it only talks about the brand, technology, which is very facts. It's very factual in this thing. Whereas when you talk about a story, it's more empathetic. The customer is the future prospect is going to be related to it, right? And also stories are more emotional, right? So people are able to relate to their own problems when they had this. For example, okay, I'm just going to give you an example. For example, I have this maybe a pen. Okay, it's a very simple pen. Okay, so if I need to sell the pen or talk about marketing this pen, there one way of doing it is I talk about the rollerball, talk about the ink technology, I talk about how smooth writing and things like that. Okay, or maybe the plastic cap and whatever. Okay, durability and things like that. The other way of talking about this in terms of small stories. For example, I talk about the the rollerball is so smooth that one of my customer, who is basically a student, while he was writing an exam, he got this pen, and then he was finding it so easy to complete. It's so easy to write that he is able to complete all his questions or the answers during the exam before time compared to his earlier pens. That's more relatable, right? So rollerball definitely gives you smooth writing, but the story connects much more personally. At the same time, it also talks about solution for a problem or a solution for a pain. The pain is like I'm not able to complete my answers because my pen sucks. Okay, but this rollerball technology is able to give me that easier thing. Second way of doing it is like maybe talk about ink technology. Okay, the earlier pen, whenever I used to write in different papers and all that, it may not be writing in all the surface materials. Whereas this particular pen, I don't have to search for. So I, as a customer, I am basically very very careless in my approach. I don't keep my pen very very carefully. So what happens is whenever I need some surface material to be, whenever I want to write something, sometimes I use diaries, sometimes I do some tissue papers and all that to note my ideas. Whereas all the other pens, I'm not able to do that very easily. Whereas when I use this pen, I'm able to, because this technology is so good that it writes on various surface materials. So I'm able to talk about a problem. I'm able to talk about my solution with using this pen. Right. The third way of talking about why stories is, see, when you're talking about a benefit, you can only talk about that particular benefit. Rollerball technology can give you maybe a smoother writing technique. Whereas when I'm talking about a story, I can relate multiple stories around that same product feature. For example, a student can talk about his examination experience. A a guy who is a girl who is a secretary, and she is able to talk about her office experience, by how this manager is able to is dictating, and then it's too fast, and then I need to write, and then this is able to give her that flair of smoother writing, so she can talk about a problem. So same rollout technology can be applied to multiple people, and multiple customers can talk about their personal experience, their problem, how this is able to solve, and as a story. So same technology or same feature can be translated to hundreds of stories. So every day you have a new story to tell. So marketing typically, Seth Godin says this very beautifully. Marketing is storytelling. Marketing is storytelling. In fact, I'm part of a network organization called BNI, where we strongly believe that we are supposed to present 30-second success story every week. So success story is very, very important in your marketing. So the first step in your marketing, five steps experience marketing, is share somebody's experience, your customer's experience. Share your experience of solving a problem. Share your employee's experience of solving somebody's problem. Or share your customer's experience of solving his problem using your product or a service. So share a success story is the first step. So what are you going to do today? So today I'm going to give you a task. Okay, so what you're going to do today is you are going to share a success story. You're going to collect a couple of success stories. Okay, it could be your experience, or it could be your employee's experience, or it could be a customer's experience. So you can collect some small success stories. Okay, make them into small 30-second, 45 seconds video, or you can write a small maybe a small story as a post, or you can even write you can even talk about it as a podcast or an audio message, and then share it in a social media platform. It could be as simple as a small WhatsApp group which you have, or it could be a WhatsApp status, or it could be slightly more, maybe like Instagram, what you call story, or Facebook post, or maybe if your target market is professional organization, maybe you can even talk about LinkedIn. So depending upon wherever your customers are, share one success story or a couple of success stories, and then keep that as your marketing tool. So that's the first step towards experience marketing. Now, what is the next step? So what you're going to do is, basically, just by sharing a success story will not give you benefit. So there should be some kind of a call to action, right? So people have to take some action. So what you need to do is, after you share a success story, ask people to take a small step. What is that? Either you can invite them to your Facebook group, or you can invite them to like your Facebook page, or you can invite them to become your community. Maybe you can create a kind of a small WhatsApp group, and then ask them to come and join your group, where you're going to be sharing such success stories and a lot of useful tips. Okay, so build your tribe. So what you need to do is the call to action. So for every step which I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to be talking about two things. What is the step? What is the experience marketing we are going to be doing? And what is the next step you need to follow? Okay, so the first step is you need to create a lot of success stories, and the second step is to call to action. Call to action is invite them to become your community or a tribe. Okay, so you collect a lot of success stories, and then invite them to become your part of your group. It could, they can like your Facebook page or whatever that is. So that you can go to the next step tomorrow, which I'm going to be talking about. Yeah, great. So thank you very much. So happy collecting success stories of your customers. Thank you very much. So tomorrow we're going to be talking about the second steps of experience marketing, that is T. This acronym T we are going to be talking about tomorrow. Keep watching this. Bye.